Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We from Group 2 will present about patient admission and present perfect tense. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce myself and my friends to you. My name is Divani Nursa Sajila, and my friends there are Edka Saputri, Kafa Syafwadi, and Ayudi Lestari. Well, in this presentation, we will talking about welcoming a new patient, giving nursing handover, introducing general medical terms, and present perfect tense. And this is the table of contents of this unit. Okay, the first one is conversation. Welcoming a new patient. According to the title, this conversation is talking about welcoming a new patient. Ahmed has gotten fever for 2 days. His temperature increases. His parents finally decide to bring him to the hospital. After arriving in the hospital, his mother is in the admission room to register Ahmed. After that, Ahmed is being examined by a doctor helped by a nurse. And this is the conversation between front officer and Mrs. Ali, who will be read by Kafa and Erika.
Langsung.
Iya.
Welcome to Commonwealth Hospital. Can I help you, Mom?
Yes, I'd like to register my son. He has gotten fever for today, and his temperature he cut today.
Has he ever been hospitalized or visited a doctor here?
Never.
Okay, so we need to fill in the admission form for the patient medical record.
Sure.
What's your son's name?
Ahmed.
When was he born?
Bentar, setelah setnya udah. June.
When was he born?
June is 2000.
Where is your address?
St. Evans Street, number 4.
May I have your phone number as a parent?
Sure. 0 8 7 8 6 9 9 2.
Okay, so the complaint is fever. Anything else?
No.
Okay then, so please wait while your son is being examined by your doctor.
Okay.
So, word power, medical terms. So, this is a general medical terms. There is a word, meaning, and translation, which will be presented by Ayu.
Word power medical term. Abasia, inability to walk. Artinya ketidakmampuan untuk berjalan. Abatement, a reduction or elimination of public health nuisances such as smoke, loud noise. Artinya pengurangan atau penghapusan gangguan kesehatan masyarakat seperti asap, suara, bising, dan lain-lain. Abaxial, lying outside the axis of any body or part, berbaring di luar sumbu siapapun atau sebagian. Abdomen, the part of the body between the chest and hip region, the front or arterial portion, bagian tubuh antara daerah dada dan pinggul bagian depan atau anterior. Abdominogenital, relating to abdomen and genital organ, berkait dengan perut dan organ genital. Abdominopelvic, relating to abdomen and pelvis, berkait dengan perut dan panggul. Abdominoplasty and operation performed on the abdominal wall for cosmetic purpose. Operasi yang dilakukan pada dinding perut untuk tujuan kosmetik. Adduction, movement of a body part away from the median plane of the body. Gerakan bagian tubuh menjauh dari bidang median tubuh. Aberrant, differing from the normal, beda dari biasanya. Aberration, deviation from the normal pattern, penyimpangan dari pola normal. Abetalipoproteinemia, a disorder characterized by an absence of low density beta lipoprotein, presence of acanthocytes in blood, degeneration of retinal pigment, malabsorption, and neuromuscular abnormalities. Gangguan yang ditandai dengan adanya beta lipoprotein densitas rendah, adanya akontositas dalam darah, degenerasi pigmen retinal, malabsorpsi, dan kelainan neuromuskular. Abuse, a state of temporary abolition of function, keadaan penghapusan sementara fungsi. Ability, the physical, mental, or legal competence to function, kompetensi fisik, mental, atau hukum untuk berfungsi. Abiotic, incompatibility with life without life, ketidakcocokan dengan kehidupan tanpa kehidupan. Abiotropy, an age-dependent manifestation of a genetically determined trait, manifestasi yang bergantung pada usia dari sifat yang ditentukan secara genetik. Ablastin, an antibody that seems to inhibit reproduction of trypanosome 1 in rats. Antibodi yang tampaknya menghambat reproduksi trypanosome ditemukan pada tikus. Ablate, to remove or to distort the function of, untuk menghapus atau menghancurkan fungsi. Ablution, an act washing or bathing, tindakan mencuci atau mandi. Abnormal, not normal, tidak normal. Abort, to remove the embryo of fetus from the mother womb before it is viable, untuk mengeluarkan embrio janin dari rahim ibu sebelum layak. Abortifacient, an agent that produces abortion, agen yang menghasilkan aborsi. abortigenic, producing abortion, memproduksi aborsi. Abortion, removal, spontaneous or induced of an embryo or fetus from the uterus before it reaches the stomach when it can survive outside the womb. Pengangkatan secara spontan atau diinduksi embrio atau janin dari rahim sebelum mencapai tahap saat ia dapat bertahan hidup di luar rahim. Apraxia, congenital absence of arm. Tidak adanya lengan bawaan. Apraxia cephalli, congenital absence of arm and head. Tidak adanya lengan pada kepala bawaan. Abscess, a collection of pus usually associated with redness, swelling, and pain. Kumpulan nanah biasanya berhubungan dengan kemerahan, bengkak, dan nyeri.
Oke, next aja ya, next.
Okay, this will be presented by Kafa.
Useful expression for asking patient information. Pindahkan.
Udah aku, Kak.
Kok nggak keganti?
Ya, belum.
Bentar. Udah ada?
Udah. Useful expression. The following are some useful expression used for asking patient information. To ask name, to ask age, to ask address, to ask phone, to ask occupation, title, and education, to ask material status, to ask health insurance, to ask next of kin, to ask ration for contact. To ask name. What is your name? What is your complete name? What is your name? Why I know your name. To ask age. How old are you? When were you born? To ask address. What is your address? Where do you live? Your address is. To ask phone, your phone number, please. May I know your phone number? Can I have your phone number? What is your phone number? Do you have a mobile phone number? To ask occupation, title, and education. What is your occupation? Your occupation, please. Do you have any academic title? What do you do? Where do you work? What is your title? What is your last education? To ask material status. Are you married? May I know your material status? To ask health insurance. Do you have any health insurance? Will you ask health insurance? To ask next of kin. Who is your next of kin? May I know your next of kin? To ask ration of contact. What brings you in this hospital? Who sent you to the hospital? What makes you come to this hospital? Why do you come to the hospital? What are you suffering for? What seems to be the trouble?
For practice, playing a role as a nurse. So we can work in pairs, prepare nurse-patient interview. One student as a nurse, ask the patient to complete the patient admission form. Another student as a patient, readily complete patient admission form. Jadi di sini udah ada contoh patient admission form. Di sini ada full name, DOB, address, male or female, marital status, phone number, occupation, citizenship, religion, reason for admission, past medical history, past surgical history, medication, allergies, and next of kin. Five, language focus. Yes or no question and WH question. Yes or no question. Yes or no question is a question in which the answer is yes or no. Yes or no question uses to be, modal, or auxiliary before a subject of sentence. Look at the following formula. So, formula for positive sentence in yes or no question is to be, or modal, or auxiliary, plus subject, plus verb, plus object. And for negative sentence, we can use to be, or modal, or auxiliary, plus not, plus subject, plus verb, plus object. Examples, yes or no question with to be. For nominal sentence, the formula is to be, plus subject, plus adjective or noun, or adverb. The example, is it your book? The answer, yes, it is, or no, it is not. Are you hungry? The answer, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. 2. For continuous tenses, the formula is to be plus subject plus verb in. The example, are you reading a book? The answer, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Was she studying last night at 8? The answer, yes, she was, or no, she wasn't. 3. For passive voice, the formula is to be plus subject plus verb 3 plus object. The example, is the prescription given to you? The answer, yes, it is, or no, it isn't. Are the dishes washed? The answer, yes, they are, or no, they are not. Examples, yes or no question with do, does, or did. The example, doesn't he live in London? The answer, yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. Do you like coffee? Yes, I do, or no, I don't. Did eat any spicy food? The answer, yes, she did, or no, she didn't. Examples, yes or no question with modals. Can you open your mouth, please? The answer, yes, I can, or no, I can't. Will you attend the seminar? The answer, yes, I will, or no, I won't. May I have your phone number? The answer, yes, you may, or no, you may not. Must I take all the medicine? The answer, yes, you must, or no, you mustn't. Could you please take a glass of water for me? The answer, yes, I could, or no, I couldn't. D. Examples with have or has or had. The formula is have or has or had plus subject plus verb 3. The example, have you examined the patient? The answer, yes, I can, or no, I can. Has he been well? The answer, yes, he has, or no, he hasn't. Okay, next WH questions. WH questions is a question initiated with WH question, and the answer is more informative and clear. So if in the yes or no question, the answer is just yes or no, The answer in WH question is more informative and clear. And in WH question, there are what, who, whom, where, when, why, and how. What artinya apa, who artinya siapa atau untuk menanyakan subjek, whom artinya siapa atau untuk menanyakan subjek, where artinya di mana atau kemana, when artinya kapan, why artinya kenapa, dan how artinya bagaimana. Asking a subject, the formula who or what plus verb plus object. Example, who accompanies you? Who wrote this letter? What happens? B, asking object or complement or adverb. The formula QW plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb 1. Example, what do you feel? Why are you so pale? When will the exhibition end? Where is the emergency room? Which one do you want? Whom did you call? Whose shoes are these? 6. Practice grammar focus. Translate the following sentence into English. Jadi di sini udah ada kata-kata dalam bahasa Indonesia. Bagi yang bisa mengartikannya ke dalam bahasa Inggris sesuai sama yang tadi, bisa sebutkan nama. 8. Present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to denote a situation or situation that has started in the past and is still present or has been complete at a certain point in time in the past, but the effect is still ongoing. We use the present perfect tense to denote an event which has occurred in an unspecified time. This tense is formed by the auxiliary verb have or has and the past participle or verb 3. So for subject I, you, we, they, in present perfect tense, auxiliary verb use have. And for he, she, it, use has. We can distinguish the present perfect tense into two types, including verbal tenses or using verbs and nominal tenses, which describe people, object, or abstractions. 1. Present perfect tense verbal. This is a tense used in explaining an action or event that has been complete. However, in this case, it is not emphasized on the information on the time held. In addition, the present perfect tense can also be used to tell a life experience and activities or what has been done or has occurred in the past and still ongoing today. 2. Present perfect tense nominal. The nominal present perfect tense is a tense that cannot use a verb, but instead uses a noun, adjective, and adverb. 1. So this is the formula for verbal present perfect tense. 1 for positive sentence. The formula is subject plus have or has plus verb 3. Example, she has worked in the hospital for 6 years. I have fixed my computer. 2 for negative sentence. Subject plus have or has plus not plus verb 3. Example, she hasn't worked in the hospital. I have not fixed my computer. 3. Question sentence. Have or has plus subject plus verb 3. Example, has she worked in the hospital for 6 years? Or, have I fixed my computer? 2. Nominal present perfect tense formula. For positive sentence, the formula use subject plus has or have plus been plus object. Example, Brandon has been recovered from illness. We have been back from office. 2. For negative sentences. The formula is subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus object. Example, Brandon has not been recovered from illness. We have not been back from office. 3. For question sentence, has or have plus subject plus been plus object. The example, has Brandon been recovered from illness? Have we been back from office? And this is the time signal in present perfect tense. There is for, since, still, before, yet, already, just, ever, never, lately, recently, and so far. Practice present perfect tense.